What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. We're doing another video today just because I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling good about the format. There's a ton of variety of decks. Celebrations comes out in 2 weeks. Maybe that'll change something. 3 weeks. I don't really remember. I think October 8th. But I found this really fun deck online that I wanted to try. I don't think it's very good. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but it's a fun deck. So we're going to call this pseudo-competitive, and maybe we can meme a little bit, if you can tell by the thumbnail. Yeah, give me a like because you feel bad for me, at the very least, because I am, my life is depressing. I am playing this stupid deck for you guys, and I'm going to love every minute of it. It's Zamazenta. Dauntless Shield is a very strong ability right now in the current format, but format is going to be predicated on VMAXs. VMAXs are going to be, everywhere. They are the kingpins of the format. They're going to be doing the most damage, but Dauntless Shield says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from opponent's VMAX. Now, on the flip side, Assault Tackle does not do that much damage for 130, so most decks that have a Baby V Pokemon that can do a lot of damage can really hurt Zamazenta. But to shore our boundaries up, we have a 3 Zacian count to draw cards with Intrepid Sword, as well as use Brave Blade to kind of do big damage if we need to. And we also have Duraludon, which has Metal Sharpener, to kind of power up our Zamazentas if we need to, as well as offer that 7th prize, because it doesn't really matter, I guess, if we open this guy. He just becomes the 7th prize card, and I wanted one card that just isn't a 2-prizer that hangs, So the whole point of the deck is Zamazenta, not Zacian, not the Zacian that we know we love. We know it works. I wanted to see if I could make a Zamazenta deck work, but I kind of went a little bit hard on the meme. And I started going, and I just kept going, and I just kept going, and I just kept going, and I could not stop, and here I am. So we have 4 Capture Energy and 11 Metal, which just kind of means I need to get my Zacians out as early as possible because we have no other really good draw engine in the deck. We'll start with the supporters. 3 Bird Keeper to kind of pivot through these guys because they all have big retreat. I don't want to be pitching energies. After a Brave Blade, I want to be able to move this guy. After a if I take some big beatings, I want to be able to move this guy. 2 bosses because we're not really chasing anything. We're just trying to stay alive. 4 copies of Marnie because we want to shuffle and draw. We don't really want to discard cards with this deck. 2 copies of Pokemon Center Lady because we want to heal 60. I'll get to the healing aspect. It's really stupid, but you're going to love it. Trust me. I don't know how this is going to go. I literally have no idea. The 3 copies of Zinnia is resolved because if we are discarding cards, I want to be able to fill my hand as big as it can be. I was thinking about playing cards like Milo or Dan, all these like supporters that typically wouldn't see play, just so I can draw a couple extra cards, maybe like Hop even, or How, or whatever, whoever the draw 3 card is. But I figured Zinnias would be the best like compromise here to kind of just fill some cards into my hand. Yeah, 4 copies of Crystal Cave. We want to heal the 30 damage if we can. And here's where it gets fun. 2 Team Yell Towels to heal 50 from both actives. So we are going to be healing them as well, but we want to heal our 50. That matters more. We care more about staying alive. They probably aren't doing 50, I think. Hopefully. 2 copies of Switch along with the Bird Keeper gives us 5 retreating switching options. 3 copies of Quick Ball. I don't think Quick Ball is a long-term good card in the deck because Capture Energy also fills the same purpose. But between the accounts of Capture and Quick, I think you want to be playing 7. We're playing 4 copies of Metal Saucer. 2 copies of Moomoo Cheese to heal 30 in tandem with the Crystal Cave. That's a heal 60. And if we do Center Lady and Towel, we're literally healing a full Pokemon every turn. And now here's where we're going to gamble. We're going to play Lucky Ice Pop. We're going to play 3 copies of Lucky Ice Pop, heal 20 damage from your active. If you healed any damage, flip a coin. If heads, put the pop back into our hand. So we're going to try to keep popping and keep Zam alive. And on top of that, we got 2 Cape of Toughnesses to put onto our Zacian, specifically, not really Zam. And we have Rusted Shields to give Zamazenta plus 70 to put Zam at 300 HP, which is whopping, which is scary. Makes a lot of decks not be able to deal with it. So that's kind of where I've gotten the list to. We'll try this out, see if it works. I don't know if it'll work. I'm very optimistic. I'm very cautiously optimistic. If people don't realize what we're doing, I feel like that's our best bet. But if someone looked at this in an open deck list format and was like, hey, Rahul, I noticed that you don't really have a real way to use Zacian, I'm going to be like, well, you got me. We'll see you next week. This is why closed deck list formats is really cool. Like, this is a deck I could take to a League Cup or something and feel super comfortable with. All right, this opening hand is actually pretty insane. We find ourselves the Zam. Pretty nice. The Capture Energy. Finding ourselves the Zacian. Let's check some of our counts. Okay, we have our shields, we have our stuff. Okay, we don't really need a Quick Ball for anything here. We're just going to Intrepid Sword. 2 metals onto the Zacian. This is not how the deck is supposed to work. We only play 11 metals. This is like literally statistically an anomaly, but we've done it. We've done exactly what we need to do. We're going to probably go ahead and quick ball this metal away, attach the Rusted Shield here, or Zinnia's this away potentially, and there's Marnie, because I think it's worth just starting to dig. If this is single strike Urshifu, this could become a problem. He is chasing the Zacian, so he's already making the crucial mistake of assuming we're a Zacian deck. Now, buddy, I'm not. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you. We can't pivot out of the active yet. So I think we're going to go ahead and Zinnia's Resolve. Boom, boom. And we'll draw the 3. Okay, so this is not ideal by any means. I can Metal Sharpener, I guess. We'll Capture Energy, get another Zam. We're just going to get a bunch of Zams because I don't think they can really deal with it. We're going to Metal Sharpener instead of using the Saucer. Power up the Zam, just get 2 targets up and running. We have a Marnie, we have a Boss, we have another Zinnia's if we need it. We have a Center Lady. Our hand is actually really, really good. I think we're up against Eternatus now that he's already played the Double Zigzagoon and the Umbreon down. This Sonia is a little bit strange because he didn't grab an Eternatus or anything, so maybe it's just Dark Umbreon, which is weird. I don't think that's a deck, but it's not something I've seen, I guess. So maybe it could be. But I would presume this is some sort of a Eternatus style deck, and he just grabbed Umbreon early so he could have that gusting power. But Moonlight Blade, if it does have damage counters on it, it will survive our onslaught, and it will do a good amount of damage. Oh, this is not good. What? Obstagoon? Are you serious? My first game I'm up against Obstagoon? Bro, this matchup is not good for us. So, okay. All right. How did we find the one matchup that's like pretty unwinnable if we don't attack here this turn? Okay, we found the Yell Towel. I can't retreat out of the active, which is really unfortunate. So opening this guy in this one particular scenario has not worked out the way I wanted it to. We'll just attach back here in Metal Sharpener. It's kind of a depressing Metal Sharpener. Maybe I shouldn't have Marnied, just because now he gets the chance to find Obstagoon, and if he does, we're in trouble. We can boss around it a couple times, but we can't ever KO it with our board. We can go boss. Maybe he's going to have to hammer it. That'd be kind of nice. He should have Night Slashed, I think, and just saved this guy, if anything. So we do have to find the metal here. We have another Marnie. I think we're just going to chill, though. And we're going to retreat. And we're going to go ahead and Assault Tackle. Well, I didn't expect to go up against Obstagoon, but against any other VMAX deck, we would have already put them in a pickle because they can't really deal with the Zam that has like 1,000,000 HP now. A Zigzagoon comes up. I don't think there's Rosa or anything like that in this current format. Drapion, interesting. I don't think that really scares me too much. Let's go ahead and Yell Towel. I'm not going to give him a new hand. I don't think there's any merit in doing so. So we're going to go ahead and just Assault Tackle. Again, 130. If an Obstagoon comes down, he is not attacking with this upcoming turn. He needs to take 2 attachments. He attached over here the Umbreon, which means that he is splitting the damage counters where he thinks they're good. And if he comes up with Umbreon and goes ahead and uses Mean Look, I can go ahead and switch, attach, and knock him out with the Zacian, as well as using a Yell Towel to keep our Zamazenta nice and fresh. Raihan comes through, so the Candy... So he could have gone Candy, or he could have set up an Obstagoon in one turn, but he gets the Obstagoon out here for the 3 damage counters, but he's not attacking with Obstruct just yet. And even if he was, we have all of our damage counters we need on the board, which is really nice, actually. So let's go ahead and Yell Towel. Crystal Cave. Healing all this damage that our opponent just did. Worked really hard to do. We're going to go ahead and Saucer over to the Zam. We're going to go ahead and switch. I'm not going to Marnie still. I refuse to. I don't want to give him a new hand. Our initial Marnie has stuck him. Even though he got to Raihan, we did see that he probably grabbed the Obstagoon and the energy. So we know exactly what 2 cards he probably grabbed. There's the Moomoo Cheese also. We are healing so much damage every turn. This feels very good, honestly. The Training Quartz, which gives him the energy so he can use Obstruct. But I can't one-shot him now because of the Zacian being in the active. So if I find like 2 pivot cards back-to-back, maybe it works. Let's go ahead and Moomoo Cheese. We'll go ahead and do this. Get this. Bench it. And I think my best bet is just to Intrepid. Because if I mean, I want to one-shot him next turn anyway. So I think digging either for the boss's orders in the next upcoming 1 to 2 turns, or assuming, well, I actually messed it up because he has Training Court, right? Like, I was like, maybe he doesn't find the energy, but I just completely blanked on the fact that Training Court is in play. So that means Training Court's always going to come into play. He should still be using Training Court to get the energy back. Yep, Obstruct for 90, which means now we are in a little bit of trouble. We need to find the boss's orders to get this Drapion and win the game. We'll Cape of Toughness deactive. And let's start popsicling. 20. Come on, heads. Nice, let's go. Nice, let's go. Nice. This is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. Oh, this is beautiful. 80 damage healed. Beautiful. One more. Let's get it. Come on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 100 damage healed or 90 damage healed. Can't complain about that, you know? I think that's literally exactly what we wanted to happen. Let's go ahead and Intrepid Sword in the back. Get an energy here. Another Lucky Ice Pop. That is literally how we drew this deck up. That is exactly what we wanted the deck to do. And it did exactly just that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, let's go, dude. Lucky Ice Pop. What a funny card. Imagine if this card was like played at like the World Championships or something, and you're like watching your favorite player. Like you're watching Tord Reklev up on stage. You're watching Azul Garcia Griego up on stage, like Andrew Mahone. They're playing their game. They just slam the Lucky Ice Pop. They need like 7 heads in a row to heal all the damage off the board. Just put themselves in a position where they can't lose, and they do it. That's it. Alistair Palpads. It's an interesting deck. I mean, Obstagoon should have been phased out of the meta also because VMAXs are much more popular now, which just makes it so this guy has no place. All right, so we're not going to BM too much. We're going to just try Lucky Ice Popping one time before we head out of the game. Nice heads. Let's do it again. 40. We've already earned our worth. That's fine. 40 plus the cave, you know. 2 uses, 1 trainer. That's not too bad. It's better than the Moomoo Cheese already. And then we'll just go ahead and rip it. And that is game 1. That does feel good. I think this matchup was a little bit more of a they overbenched to kind of put themselves in the situation. If they go ahead and just get the Obstagoon up, the solo Obstagoon, I don't think we have a prayer at winning that game. I think we get stuck. I don't think we can move in that situation because everything in our deck has no way to deal with it. Obstagoon is not a deck that I was, I guess, expecting because of the provenance of VMAXs right now. So Obstagoon is definitely supposed to be something that's going to fall onto the wayside, something that is not meant to be very good right now. Yeah, but we just picked up, I forgot that ladder reset last night. I'll be completely honest. I completely forgot ladder reset last night. So it's Eldegoss and Boss, I think, which is good. Boss is a good one to get. So we're going to just jump into another game, get 2 games in at least. With funny decks, I think I'm going to try to get 2 games. With decks that you guys know more of, I think one game is fine, and then you guys can come catch the stream. If you guys are enjoying the content, obviously like, subscribe, you know the deal. It makes what I'm doing very possible here. I have a lot of cool ideas. Leave in the comments below also like stuff for like newer players, like ideas you have maybe. Like one of the ideas I'm going to be doing soon is taking the Rayquaza battle deck and some of the other battle decks and just kind of upgrading them to a competitive deck. So we're up against Ice Rider. It looks like Water or Suicune, I guess. Could be both. I'm hoping Ice Rider because our opening hand is really, really suspect. We don't have a supporter. We don't have an energy. We don't have a capture. We don't have anything. No Zacian. We open the Zam. It is Ice Rider. That's good. A Glacial Lance is one of the few attacks that can one-shot us. So it is a little bit unfortunate. We have a shield plus cave. He also has the path. That is not good, which means I have to put the stadium down. That's pretty perfect, actually. That's like almost exactly ideal. Let's go ahead and Intrepid. We get the 1 energy. We have another Zam. We stay alive. That was a good top deck. That was a good top deck. Thank you. I'm assuming they play more path. This means that the Max Lance is going to come out probably this turn, do a ton of damage to us. But we do have the Moomoo Cheese as well as the Towel. Now we have none of that, actually. We're just going to get Marnie, even though we didn't play a supporter last turn. So I guess they do need to find their Sobbles. That is probably more important than what I'm doing here. If I top deck a Saucer right now, I just win the game. I just want you guys to know that. If I top deck a Saucer, I do win the game right here. Okay. That was interesting. We're going to go ahead and Quick Ball. Grab another Zam. This one's going to become our Wall Zam. And our opponent concedes. Because I don't think they realized the path was gone. the Max Lance comes through. Even if they did find a path and Max Lance us there, they would need to find path plus Scrapper to one-shot us. And if they didn't one-shot us, I was going to go ahead and Bird Keeper into a different Zamazenta. Maybe Bird Keeper into the Duraludon, start setting up the board. But yeah, the Zamazenta, exactly what I said. That is kind of what sticks into the active spot, that sticks the opponent, makes it really hard for them to play the game. And that's how you can kind of win the game off the back of Zamazenta. But if you guys enjoyed the video, Zamazenta healing, Lucky Ice Pops, we saw some legendary flips with that over there. Like, subscribe, you know the dealio. And until maybe tomorrow, maybe, I don't know what my schedule is right now. I'm just going to do videos until I kind of feel sick of this format. And then we'll go back to a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday format. So thank you guys for following, subscribing, watching the video, clicking on the video, watching it all the way to this point. I love you guys. Catch me on Twitch, TikTok, all the other stuff. Peace out.